Hello and welcome back to the Mindful Chief podcast. I'm Leopoldine and I'm excited to have you again with me today. Whether you are a long-time listener or you just joined our tribe, I am so excited to have you join us today. This podcast is designed to empower you and help you create your best life. So today I really want to chat about affirmations specifically, but what I will say can be applied to any techniques you like, even if the subject of today is really affirmations. And honestly, I think it's just an easy concept. Like, affirmations are really just thoughts. Literally, it's just thoughts with words. But I get it that it can be overwhelming if you just started out manifestation and especially affirmations. I've been doing it for so long that sometimes I forget that it can be not as simple for everyone else. Truth is, you might even do it unconsciously, but when you try to do it consciously, that's when everything changes. Anyway, today in this episode, I want to go over how to do affirmations, when to use them, and what to say or think. And I do believe that this episode will be super helpful for you, bestie. Before we dive into this video, I just wanted to say something real quick. If you ever need help for anything or have any questions or even have suggestions for contents, just shoot me a comment down below. Just let's keep it friendly. Now, let's dive in. Let's start by chatting and explaining what affirmations really are. Basically, an affirmation is just a sentence you say in your mind or out loud. And that affirmation that you say repeatedly and consistently will help you manifest whatever you want and choose in your life. It's like you create an assumption about something and you keep repeating it out loud or in your mind until your brain thickens through. So with affirmation, but also with any techniques, really, you keep repeating affirmations, the same thing over and over again on loop. And that kind of locks it in your mind as a fact. That is why you keep hearing people talking about positive affirmation or just affirmation all the time, you know? Because it's literally the most easy technique ever. Even if it's not really a technique because we always think, right? Okay, so I want you to imagine this as an example. If you are actually trying to land your dream job, you would tell yourself something like, I already got my dream job. I'm so thriving in my role in my dream job. Every day I'm making a real impact at my dream job. And I am getting recognized for all my hard work. And honestly, you will just keep repeating those affirmations through your day. That's it. It's all about staying in that chosen state of mind. The state of mind where you have already your desires, right? Now, we will talk about how to frame your affirmations for manifestation. So when you want something, anything, and then just keep the same example about manifesting your dream job. You just think or say even out loud, whatever you prefer, but at least thinking you can do it anywhere, anytime. So when you affirm, you choose sentences implying you already have your desire. So for the dream job example, you could say, I'm loving my new job. This is my dream come true. I love the new team I'm working with. My contributions are always valued. I feel really fulfilled in what I do as a job. It really is all about keeping focus on what you want in your mind. And those are solid affirmations to manifest, really, that you can apply for anything you want. So by now, have you noticed of all those statements, all those affirmations are about living like you already have what you want already? Like it is already yours. It's a done deal. And that is the trick. That's all there is to it. That is super simple, right? Your affirmation should either show that you already enjoy your manifestation or that you are already on your way to get it any minute now. And I know some of you might ask themselves if they should affirm in the past, in the present, in the future, if they should affirm with questions like ask affirmations. And honestly, it's really a question of what you like to do. Either way works. As long as you have that intention, that it's going to happen any minute now. That's all that matters, really. What matters is how focused you are on that intention and the meaning it has for you. And that's all that really matters in the end. It doesn't even have to be a positive affirmation, so to speak. So for example, again, with the dream job manifestation. If I want to manifest a new job and I'm saying that I'm already in my dream job and I am already thriving in it, my mind then know what I'm aiming for because I'm clear in my intention, right? I'm already thriving in my dream job. So it is really about the meaning you imply for yourself behind your affirmations. Just take a moment to think them through, even if you have to write them down, and try to keep to only 3 to 4 affirmations. That really means that you already have what you want. Be specific if possible, and you also can manifest in steps, so it also can be a step. So for the dream job example, it could be that you already have the interview for your dream job. Then once you have it, you can say that you succeed and you're already hired for your dream job. And then that you are valued and recognized for your work at your dream job. And then that everyone loves you and the team loves you there, and so on and so forth. And remember, you don't have to feel anything to manifest things you want. Feelings don't manifest, but your consistent thoughts does. But it's true also. I have found that feeling good or feeling better about yourself and your life in general help with manifesting. And even sometimes focusing on how you feel about your hand manifestation. But it's also a question about what you really like, because robotical affirmation does work really great as well. So you can simply robotically affirming, it will work anyway. It really is just preferences here. But when you're telling yourself those sentences, try to think of it as if you are talking to your best friend or someone really close to you that you tell usually everything about you. Imagine about having a conversation in your head with them where you're telling how happy and excited you are that your manifestation already came true. And of course, you're telling them in detail, like, I already have my dream job. Do you realize that? Oh, it's amazing. I have my dream job. I succeeded that interview. It's done deal. It really is about having that mental dialogue with your inner bestie somehow. It does need to sound like it's you talking to yourself naturally, with the words you usually use for things, the expression you use. So then your brain thinks it's more natural and personal that way, that it is really the truth if you repeat it consistently to yourself. Like, for example, picture yourself saying something like, I'm so thrilled I already got my dream job. I've been waiting for this forever, but I have it now. It's a done deal. And the thing is, your subconscious don't make the difference between what is real and what is not. It only takes your consistent thoughts as the truth, no matter what you tell yourself. So even if you're having this imaginary chat in your head, it will only take it as a reality and happening right now. Now, let's talk about when to use your affirmations. And I do think a lot of you wonder about this specific subject. When do I need to affirm? How long I need to affirm? And I would say try at least every day to set aside 10 to 30 minutes, more along the side of 30 minutes if you're going impatient and you want it fast. Because we have a million of thoughts every day. And it is important that the dominant ones are what about you want, really. And because also science proved, and please don't count how many affirmations you do every day until you have it, but it's the average about 10,000 thoughts to get your desired push through. It can be less and it can be more, depending on you really. And especially on how much you waver back and forth with telling yourself you have your desire and with telling yourself no you don't. But without counting how many affirmations you do, please just affirm whenever you think about your desire. Outside of those 30 minutes every day, whenever you are thinking about your desire, you just affirm about it. And some of you might not get that right away, so let me just enter in detail about when you do it. You say your affirmations right when you wake up. You say your affirmations right when you go to sleep until you fall asleep. Whenever a thought about your desire pops up in your head, you affirm. If you find yourself having an opposite thoughts about your desire, you correct yourself, you choose again, and you affirm what you want. That really is the perfect time to affirm about your desire when you have opposite thoughts about them. You do it when you're feeling bored, you do it in your shower, you do it when you do your homework, you're doing it when you do your chores, you can do it whenever you have spare time. Really, you just affirm whenever you can and you want to outside of those 30 minutes. But it's true, a really good time to affirm is when you just wake up or when you're about to fall asleep. Because those moments and time during the day are deeply connected to your subconscious. And by the way, that's not the only time during the day is the case. Like I said before, also when you take your shower, when you brush your teeth, when you do a repetitive task, usually that is a no-brainer. That's also when it's the best time for your subconscious to be imprinted. So when you're waking up or drifting off, for example, your mind is in the perfect state of mind to manifest and to be more convinced about what you are telling yourself. But again, honestly, you can affirm whenever you want, whenever you like, really. Remember, you are the one making the rules. You are the creator of your life anyway. You can even do it all day long if you like, or at least set aside 30 minutes of your day for it. Like twice 15 minutes a day or 3 times 10 minutes a day. Whatever feels good for you, just go for it. And one last thing about affirmations is how you say them. So we already talked about it doesn't matter if it's in past, present, future tense, or even if you ask like questions, ask affirmations to yourself. But some of you might even wonder if you have to say them out loud, if you just think them in your mind, if you write them in your journal. And really again, it is all about your preferences. Personally, I just repeat them in my mind several times a day. I do set aside 30 minutes and I also affirm in my shower, while brushing my teeth, while falling asleep, while waking up. I actually affirm a lot through my day. And when I do it on loop for several minutes. But if saying them out loud feels better for you, please just go for it. If you ever like writing it in your journal because you keep a journal and it's natural to you and you always did it, then please do that too. Like I said at the start of this podcast, this method can be applied for any techniques you ever like. You just have to repeat your technique and do it over and over again on loop for several minutes a day. That's it. That's all there is to it. Like also the telephone technique. You can have a conversation in your mind with your best friend or someone really close to you and have them repeat your affirmations and then you repeat your affirmation to them because it's something you do naturally. You really just do whatever works best for you and whatever you can keep doing every day easily. Again, you are the one setting the rules for you and the one deciding what works best for you anyway and all the time. And like we said before in another episode, you don't need all the fancy techniques to manifest. All you need is your thoughts. Because all you have to do is think about what you want like you already have it. That's it. That's all you have to do, literally that easy. You pick 3 to 4 affirmations that you know by heart and you repeat them on loop every time you can. And just having those 4 to 3 thoughts is enough to manifest whatever you want. And that's what really is affirming about. That's all this is about. I really hope this episode helped you out, and I'm sure it did. Thanks for watching. If you have any videos, ideas, or questions, just drop a comment below. Have an awesome week. And remember, this is not the end until you get what you want. Bye!